Hey everybody, it's Aaron here with Get Your Geek On, and we are doing an interview today, guys, with a director here in San Antonio, Marcus.
How's it going, everybody?
So right now I've helped Marcus a couple times on one of his films, which has made me want to do this interview as we are getting more directors and like actors and stuff in San Antonio. I feel I want to start doing more of this kind of stuff. So you're filming American Coyote.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I was like, make sure I got the title right?
Yeah, you sure did. The American Coyote, coming in 2024. We're just wrapping up the last couple scenes, and then we're going to add some fantastic music, finish editing, and we'll get it rolling right out to everybody.
Exactly. So that's why this is a way different setting than I normally would do, guys. Normally, me and Robert are in a studio or we're just on Zoom. So this is way different, but I love this background. I'm from a small city, so it was a lot of country land, ranches. Kind of miss this, to be honest. So why don't you tell us what this movie is about, though, first?
Oh, first, to start off, the name is The American Coyote, and it's a story about a young boy. His name is Efren, and Efren, unfortunately, faces some tragic loss at a young age, and he gets wrapped up with the wrong people. They raise him, and I won't share too much about the film without giving away too many details, but we get a chance to see somebody hit tragedy at a young age, just persevere through it, and just do his best, and hit a point where he has to make a decision where it's going to be life-altering, and y'all are just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Exactly. And again, so, so the American Coyote, it is in South Texas, so do you have any strong connection to this yourself on a personal level, or anything that makes you trigger it? Because again, being from a small town, we got to see a lot of stuff coming up. San Antonio does see it, but I mean, what about you? Like, what made this like something you want to do? Like, hey, well, I'm going to tell this story kind of thing.
Sure. I feel real strongly about this story, being Hispanic. I'm here, born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. We're right now located in Pearsall. We're about an hour away from San Antonio, but I got a chance to spend time in Mexico. My grandfather lived in Monterrey, Mexico, and I got a chance to spend some summers over there, traveling from there back to Texas. And once I joined the Navy, I got a chance to be stationed in Florida and California, just seeing that the brown people are just fantastic, and they're not always given the right opportunities, and sometimes we are taken advantage of in places, and we don't get a chance to speak up because we don't have papers, because we're not legal technically, and they're just as equal as we are in every form, set, and manner. And I want to get a chance to speak for the people that don't get a chance to, the ones that don't speak English, for the ones that their mouths are taped right now, being held hostage. I want to get a chance to share their story and bring that out. And
that's amazing.
I feel strongly about that.
That's really amazing. I mean, something we were talking about earlier offline is, the representation of everybody. I've done a film that I'm still editing, you're doing yours, and there's so many different takes. Like I was telling you, I try to have everybody inclusive in mind. So it's really cool to see that you're trying to bring that as well. We need more of that. Like everyone always says, my co-host, normally Robert, we need that representation, whether it's, Asians, African Americans, Hispanics, natives, whatever it is. He's like, we need to start bringing more of that around. So that's amazing. So I always like to ask, because San Antonio is not as big of a film town, of course, as anything in California, essentially, and
Sure.
Austin.
Sure.
So do you film locally? I mean, I know we're in Pearsall right now, but do you try to stay in this area, or are you trying to go other places?
So currently we've filmed locally because this film is zero budget and was done originally made for a short film. And I was going to set it up at film festivals, and it's just grown. And I'm going to get a chance to share it with people that I never intended before. But
Right.
also, the people that are donating their work and volunteering are just fantastic. My next film, I plan to have a budget on, and I definitely want to travel people. I want to get a chance to show the locations. I want y'all to feel what's going on, what's happening. If the temperature is hot, I want y'all to see the sweat perspiring off of the actors. I'm not a green screen type of director. I want y'all to,
Yes.
to know what's going on. I want you to see that red dirt just crumbling and just know that you're right in the mix of it.
That's awesome. Because you're saying it's not so much about, like you said, the CGI and everything. It's the locations, the settings that everyone won't be able to see in their life sometimes, or little hidden gems like no one's really going to see or know how to come out where you're at filming. So that's always fun. Now, the other thing I always want to ask, because being a director, there's always someone we look up to or that we admire their work. Do you have any favorite director?
Absolutely. If there's a first one, it's going to start with my wife. My wife has taught me everything that I know.
She's off
about
camera
film.
right here, guys. I'm just saying, and she's smiling. She's all red. I can see through my sunglasses. She's all
Gotta
red.
be honest, guys. It starts with information, and for me, I'm an information nut nerd, and she's given me so much that I could process and share with y'all. I wouldn't even be able to direct here if it wasn't for her.
Aw.
If we're gonna name some other people that I find inspiration from, it's gonna be Christopher Nolan. The intricacy that he serves in his films is just, it's so detailed. You need a map to follow it, but it's a fantastic ride that you just get a chance to go through. I definitely say I'm a Tarantino fan.
Yes.
Quentin Tarantino brings a level of excitement with his dialogue that's unprecedented, and those are some of my favorites.
That's awesome. I mean, yes, I love every single one of those directors so far. The main thing I will say is I love Robert Rodriguez. He would be my number one. I'm sorry. Robert Rodriguez always trumps Quentin Tarantino for me. But I love both of them.
Sure.
So the other thing too, again, sticking with the movies, what about a favorite movie or one that's inspired you maybe?
Oh, okay. If we're gonna
Give me top three, because it's always hard to pick one.
Man, if we're going to talk about inspiration, Antoine Fisher is definitely a film that I found inspiration in. Just being a young male who's gone through some trauma and being able to force a hard situation and to the past and move past it and to hopefully to a better outcome is something that I found inspirational in that. And the fact that they gave so much love to the U.S. Navy. I'm a Navy vet, and
Nice.
Yeah, that's something that I really felt strongly for. But mental health is something that I don't feel spoken a lot about, and that's something that I felt was addressed head on, and it showed the relationships of men being able to confide in another and share and be able to evolve.
Those are deep ones too. Like now I'm like, man, I got to rewatch this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so wrapping it up, where can everyone find you first?
Okay, everyone can find me first at work, Monday through Friday, but no, apart from that, guys, you're going to find me on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Marcus Davila. We have a Lions Act production page. We have a film page for the American Coyote, and we also have a Instagram, and you can find us pretty soon at your local online retailer as soon as we get everything taken care of. Quick shout out to Burning Bowl Publishing for making sure this gets worldwide.
Awesome. Thank you. You said 2024, right?
2024, it's going down.
All right, guys. Definitely keep an eye out on our Facebook page. We'll make sure we'll post, clips and stuff whenever we get them from Marcus here. And of course, don't forget to follow us at OfficialGYO on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, and wherever the heck I decide to post on next, or Kristen decides to post on next.
Get your geek on.
Stay geeky, guys.
All right.